morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday here. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin here. And great morning here. So listen, this is the Sunday mindset message here for the morning. And this is what I do every single Sunday to begin your week. I give you the message for the week. And today we have a very interesting topic here. Okay. Many of you know that my parents are pastors of a church. I've been raised in a church for a very long time. But at this point in my life, I'm not a religious man. But yet, I still have some belief in spirituality. I choose to believe in God. But tonight, this morning here, I want to talk about God has nothing to do with what you're going through here, okay? And go ahead and comment your names here below as you jump in here. And I want you to really hear this, especially the people that are devout Christians, religious folks out there. And if you're just on the rant because you're a brand new customer, maybe, I want you to really listen to my thoughts and my philosophy about this. Because this morning here, even the upcoming week, it's going to be phenomenal for you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because what I want to do here this Sunday, I want to break down some barriers and some old beliefs that are taking place in your mind, in your life. And what I realized, even when I was a kid growing up, even though I grew up in the church, and I've learned a lot, but I realized there were certain things about religious, about God, that I had to do my due diligence. I had to sit down, I had to sedulously dissect information on how it will apply to my life to be able to live the life that I'm currently living here today. And I'm living a good life. I'm living a great life. I'm grateful for my life. And I want to extend this philosophy to you. Now listen, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to take it and begin to apply it to your life. But all I want you to do is to have an open mind. I remember at the age of, I think, 26, 27 years old, I decided to have an open mind about a lot of information that was abnormal to me because I didn't grow up that way. What I want all of you to understand here, men and women that is listening to me right now, we have so many beliefs that were inculcated in our minds growing up. It could be religious beliefs. It could be beliefs about the world, beliefs about money, beliefs about relationships. But what I want you to realize, there has to be a point in your life where you begin to become so independent that you have to begin to self-educate yourself. You have to begin to remove, delete, implement knowledge from the world and piece it together like a puzzle to begin to construct the life that is admirable or works for you. Does that make sense here? Okay, so go ahead and share this out, please, to everybody that you know. I do appreciate the likes and shares as well. Many of you know I am the owner and creator of the Genie Script. I do own Virgin Media, which is a digital marketing company that distributes products around the world, digital products here. And I tend to go live every day for you to give people like yourself an opportunity to not only listen to a multimillionaire, but be able to hear my journey and to be able to pick my brain here. So listen, let's talk about this. God has nothing to do with what you're going through. What do I mean by that? What I see with a lot of you, because I've been doing this a long time and I have a lot of followers on the internet. I'm blessed to have people that have decided to listen to me and decided to really take notice of my own personal ideology about the world, is that many of us tend to put blame on outside forces or even deities that has nothing to do with what's going on in your life. What I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, here, please listen here close. Whatever you're going through right now, that is not God's fault. And as a matter of fact, God has nothing to do with your struggle. He has nothing to do with your pain. He has nothing to do with all your anxiety, your stress, your problems, your iniquities, your sins, your wrongdoings, nothing. It's you. And this is why I want to talk about this topic here, because many people ask me, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? And unfortunately, I say fortunately, I do to a certain standpoint, but the interpretation of God that many people believe, in my opinion, is incorrect. Let me dissect that. Many of you, unfortunately, believe that God is putting you through things in your life, or God is allowing things to happen to you. And I want you to understand that's not how God works, okay? Whatever you believe, even if you don't believe in God, you believe in another force, another deity, another God. That spirit that you call God, or that spirit that you believe have dominion and power over you, has nothing to do with what's happening in your life as far as your failures and your problems. What the problem is your inability to take responsibility. But see, I'm not blaming you because you've never been taught this. You know, going to church, I've been in church for a very long time. I haven't been to church in 10 years, right? But growing up, I realized that when I was learning about God and when I was reading the Bible or listening to my father preach, the sermons that I heard and the teachings that I was listening to, we tend to lay most of our issues, our problems, and our vices on God. Such as, God is going to fix it. God is going to deliver us. God is going to do. God is going to do. God is all the God. And what we don't realize by doing that, we devaluing self. We devalue self. This is why so many people have no self-esteem. And they discredit themselves. And there's nothing wrong with being grateful to your God, to your deities. Nothing wrong with being happy and excited and extending great gratitude. But what I want you to realize is that you have a responsibility. Listen, the people that are successful, not just financially, in relationships, with their health, with their life, with their quality of life, these people have decided to realize that they have to take responsibility of what's taking place in their life, which means is God has nothing to do with what's going on in their life. The struggle. He's not putting barriers in your life. You're putting barriers in your life. He's not the reason why you chose the wrong mate or the wrong husband or wife. You did that. It's not the reason why you can't manage your money. God is not strategically making you poor and average. God's not strategically putting cynicism, pain, and negativity in your life. He's not allowing this. That's what you're doing. What we don't realize is the interpretation, even as it relates to God, is incorrect here. Many teachings. Now, I'm not saying that some people or some pastors or ministers don't teach it correctly. But what I'm saying is that we put too much blame and responsibility on forces outside of us because it's convenient and it's wrong. Why do you think a lot of you are still struggling? See, think about it for a second. You know, listen, I love all my fans. I love all the people that listen to me. I really do. But the thing is, I'll be doing you a disservice if I don't give you the truth. You can listen to me for years and years and years and years, and your life doesn't get better. You can listen to me for years. You can listen to other people, other speakers, other orators, other pastors, ministers, motivational people, whatever. You can read all the books on the planet here. But what you don't realize, okay, is that your lack of taking responsibility. What does that even mean? Let me break that down. Come with the word, go deeper, Wes. Okay? Say, go deeper, Wes. Taking responsibility means that I am the only person that can fix this. Not God, not Jesus Christ, Not Buddha, no, you, not mama, not daddy, not your husband, not your boyfriend, your friends. It's you. Now, you may think, well, why are we not like that? Why are we not wired that way, Wesley? Why don't we take responsibility of our wrongdoings? Why do we tend to have the proclivity to pass blame on other people? Well, they did this. Well, if it wasn't for them, if they didn't do this, then I wouldn't be this way. Let me tell you why. Because we wasn't taught that way. We wasn't raised that way. We were raised to be dependent, folks. You got to understand that. The average human being on the planet was raised to be very dependent on who? Your parents, okay? And then if you went to church, if you was a Christian like I was, now you're dependent on God. And you're taught this. Depend on God in everything you do. Depend on your parents. Depend on this. And your parents take care of you for 18 years of your life, some of you more. So think about it for a second. Imagine a person that is codependent for 18 years of their life. And now they have to play this game called life by themselves, and they're not equipped. They're not prepared. And they're lost. And they make mistakes. And they get confused. And then these same people, now they start to utilize vices, smoking, drinking, sex, porn, whatever, to put a Band-Aid on a problem they don't understand. Listen to me, please. Everything in your life, everything that's taking place in your life, it comes from you either taking responsibility of what you do or not taking responsibility of what you do. If you believe that God is putting you through issues right now, if you believe that other people are putting you through what you're going through right now, you'll never do well in life. Never. Like, forget about money. You'll never be a consistently happy person. Why? Because you're codependent. Codependent means that you're depending on other people, not just for your happiness, for your money, for everything, for your joy, for you to feel good. You're dependent on the world to satisfy your internal needs and your internal desires here. But see, I'm on this planet. I believe that I was put on this planet to break those barriers. The barriers of what, Wes? The barriers of people that have not taken responsibility of their actions. The barriers of people who have failed to take responsibility of their attitude. The barriers of people that have failed to take responsibility of their behaviors. Do you not understand that you have control of this? This is not God's work. This is not God. This is you. You need to spend time with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You get it? Some of you out there, every day, I get a question in my inbox. How do I make money? What book should I read? What's the number one book to read? What's the fastest way to make money? Well, how do I fix my life if I'm sad and depressed? Do you not realize, listen, that you have everything that is necessary to reconstruct your life, your reality right now? It doesn't matter what's happening in your life or even how you're perceiving it, because your life is nothing but a perception anyway. I've talked about this so many times, and it's like you don't get it. You spend every year. Some of you last year was no different from this year. No, you don't have more money, same career that you can't stand, same job, same person that you're dealing with that you know is toxic, same bullshit relationships, same friends that are lazy and lethargic and stupid and dumb and comical and have no purpose in their life. Some of you are still speaking the same language, cynicism, negativity. You still see the glass half empty. And then you say that you're confused. Well, I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What do you mean you don't know what you're doing wrong? You know. All of you do. There's no reason why everybody on here that's listening to Wesley Virgin here, because I'm speaking facts. Facts is because I have the result. That's what facts are. I have the results. Okay? That's why I can say what I'm saying is factual information. Because it was applied and it worked. See, the toughest thing about many of you is your inability to look at yourself and say, you know what? It's you. I want everybody to comment below. It's me. It's me. And I get it. You know, sometimes when you say it's me, it makes you feel a certain way because, like, you don't want to blame yourself. And I don't want you to blame yourself. I don't want you to beat yourself up. But I want you to realize it's you. It's not Wesley Virgin. It's not another mentor. It's not millionaires that's keeping you broke and poor and average. It's not the government. Okay? It's not Donald Trump. It's you. You're the problem. It's not the media. It's not your parents that didn't do the best. It's you. It's not your baby daddy, your baby mama, your husband. It's you. You're the issue. You're the problem. Why? Because you're the only person that can begin to cause change in your life. You. Does that make sense? Okay? God has nothing to do with what you're going through. What are you talking about? Stop making bullshit excuses on why you can't get your ass up and go to the gym. Stop making BS excuses on why you can't get up and read a book. Stop making excuses on why you can't reject and repudiate happy hour or Sunday fun day. That's you. You're making those decisions. If you wake up every morning dreading to go to work and you go to work and you complain and bitch about going to work, that is you. That is not God putting these barriers. Well, God wants me to go. No. If anything, God wants you to be successful. God wants you to be positive. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to realize that the power that he has given you by birth is infinite. You can do whatever you want. If you want to sit there and berate yourself and be depressed and down and complain and bitch about your life, you can do that. Because he gave you that opportunity. But if you want to wake up grateful, excited about living, excited about opportunities, speaking affirmations that are reinforcing your desires, you can do that too. Okay? You can do that too. What I want all of you to understand is that you have a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Who's listening to me right now? Comment below. Every single day of your life, I had to realize this when I was at my lowest in my mid-20s, that I had a choice. What is the choice? I had a choice on how I was going to wake up. I had a choice. I could wake up dreading my reality, dreading my life, or I could wake up being grateful for my life. Regardless of what's happening. That's your problem. When I get on these rants, people always tell me about the past. Well, Wesley, I'm going through this. Well, Wesley, this is happening. Well, Wesley, what are you doing when this is happening? Well, I don't know. I just can't get out of this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Shut up! Stop saying you don't know, because you do. All of you know what it takes to begin to design the life that you want. Every single person on here. I don't care if you're a teenager in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s, everybody knows how to begin to design the life that will make them happy. You just don't want to do the things that are necessary. Be honest with yourself. I had to do it. You know, it was a time that I had to be honest with myself. You know, I was just like you, acting like I was naive. Oh, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I knew what to do. Stop complaining so much, Wes. Have a better attitude. Learn to put a smile on your face, even though you want to have that pissed off look on your face. Start being nice to people. Shut up, Wes. Stop talking so much. Stop thinking that you know everything. Like I knew it. We all do. Intrinsically, we all know what to do to begin to climb those steps of success as it relates to increasing our quality of life. Like we know that. Going to the gym. Like everybody here knows they need to do some form of workout. But why are you not doing it? Then you say, well, I just don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Stop putting so much food in your mouth. That's number one. Well, you know, I mean, I hate my job. I don't know what to do. You know, I just can't. Didn't you not interview for that job? Wasn't you the person that was praying to God for the job? The same job that you can't stand anymore. The same job that you're like, man, God, why do I have to keep going? Didn't you pray for it? Some of you are complaining and bitching about your car. Oh, man, you know, I want a new car. Wasn't you at one point of your life praying for that car? Begging God on your knees to bless you with a vehicle to be able to navigate you and around this world here? Huh? Some of you complaining about your husband, your wife, your girlfriend. Wasn't you praying to God because you was lonely? Please, God, put somebody in my life. You got somebody? Oh, God, get them out of my life. You're the problem. Has nothing to do with God. And it has everything to do with your internal intentions. This is what's not taught around the world. You're not taught about your intentions. Your intentions is what you want for yourself. It's a manifestation of what will be permeated in your external world. It has nothing to do with God at all. It has nothing to do with any deities, any outside forces, because you're the force. You are the force that is either debilitating or creating the life that you have here today. Money, people that's in your life, the love or the lack of it, your happiness, your sadness, your disappointments. You are a daily, every minute of your day when you're conscious, or a manifestation of your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get an amen, please? I want you to comment below. It's me. It's me. It's me. You know, becoming an extraordinary person, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to speak from the top of my heart right now. It takes a lot. Okay. You know, just to become an extraordinary, phenomenal human being, it takes a lot. Because there's so many things that you have to begin to resist. There's so many things that I call the lower self that you have to begin to reject and to repudiate. You have to sacrifice the lower self for the higher self. There's going to be times you want to be angry, but you just can't do it. You just, you know what? I'm upset right now, but I don't need to be upset. It's going to be times that you're going to have so many failures in your life. How many of you had several failures in your life? Not just business, relationships, right? With your schooling, universities, with people. So like imagine a person experiencing failure over and over and over and over again, and still having the fortitude and the power to be able to have a positive mindset, to have a positive mental attitude, even though you have a little bit of money in the bank, you're in debt, but still have a smile on your face and to be grateful. It's not easy. But what I want you to realize that it's possible and it's necessary. If you ever want to come out of your situation, whatever situation you're in, everybody has a situation, right? Listen. And another thing is, no one cares about your situation. See, they're not going to tell you this at church, but no one gives a fuck about your situation. I want to be clear with you. And if you think somebody cares, they're lying to you. They're not. The same people that you think care about your situation, they're talking about you behind your back. They're talking about you. Oh, that person always got a problem. Man, that person, they can't get that shit together. I mean, this person, they're always calling me, complaining. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell the other person that, to tell the friend that about you. See, the reason why I want you to understand that no one cares about your problems and your issues and your adversities is because I want you to stop giving those things power. I want you to stop talking about them. I want you to start speaking about all your negative, cynical stories, all your horrible events that have taken place in your life. Stop talking about it, please. Okay? See, the only reason why as people, as individuals, we continue to talk about those things is because we're familiar with it. Many of you are familiar with misery. You're familiar with it. You're so familiar being a miserable person. Almost all of you. Be honest. You may say, no, Wesley, I'm positive. Well, that's not me. It is you. Who are you when no one's watching you? Who are you when you're in your bed by yourself alone? Who are you when you're driving in your car to your job that you can't stand? I want to know about that person, not the person that's around people. Who are you when you're by yourself alone for days and nights? When you're in your bed trying to go to sleep and you can't sleep, and you feel that you need a glass of wine or you need to smoke something to put you to sleep. Who is that person? Is that person positive? Is that person grateful? Is that person happy about their life? Is that person relishing on every grateful moment that is taking place in their life? No. Okay? Because if it was, you wouldn't be here. If it was, you'll be on your own little rant. You have your own little community of people that you're speaking to and talking to. Okay? Listen, God has nothing to do with what you're going through at all. It's time for you to take full responsibility of your actions. Because I know you're going to ask me, well, what do I take responsibility of? Your actions. What are you doing today? Comment below. I want everybody, listen to me. I don't care if you listen to the freaking replay. You better comment down below. You get the hell off this goddamn rant. Tell me, comment below. What are your actions today? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Because, see, I have to unravel. What does it mean to take responsibility, Wes? Well, what are you doing today? Like right now, it's Sunday while I'm recording this rant here. This Sunday mind message here. What are you doing today? What are your plans? Comment below, all of you. And if you don't comment, it's because you have nothing to do and you haven't thought about it. What are you doing today? I want you to comment below, what are your actions today? Because I want you to see yourself. I want you to have a front seat view on what's about to transpire in your life. So what are you doing today? What are the actions here? Okay? What are you going to do today? Be honest. Don't lie to me. And listen, don't comment everything that I want to hear or want to see because I can't see you. It's your life. Taking responsibility means that what am I doing And what am I doing when no one's watching? And two, am I being honest with myself? Because most of you are liars. Ooh, uh-oh. I know I hurt somebody's feelings on that one. You're liars. You're going to lie to me right now. Oh, Wesley, I'm working in my business. Well, I'm going to learn something today. Oh, I'm going to read my affirmations. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to go through your course here today. No, give me the entire day. It's 10:30 a.m. in the morning here. Outline every hour. What are you going to do until you take yourself to sleep? Okay? Because what I want you to realize, taking responsibility is being very conscious and very aware of the actions. That's why I'm rich, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Does that make sense? That's why I'm wealthy. Because I take responsibility of my actions. I say, okay, Wesley, what are you doing today? Like me personally? I'm talking to you. Okay? I meditated twice today for 1 hour. Done. I'm going to meditate more times. I'm going to do over maybe 200 to 300 minutes of meditation today, personally here. Then after I finish with you, I'm going to get up. I'm going to have myself some scrambled eggs. And then I'm going to go feed the people under the bridge, about 200 people. I'm going to go to Jack in the Box. I'm going to spend $800 to $1,000. I'm going to buy some burgers and fries. I'm going to go downtown and I'm going to feed the people. I'm going to talk with them, laugh with them, encourage them. And then I'm going to get back into my Lamborghini or my G-Wagon, and I'm going to come back to my place. And I'm going to eat something, and I'm going to meditate again. And after I meditate, I'm going to work. Well, Wesley, what are you working on? I'm going to look at every aspect of my business, which is going to take me about 5 hours. I have 15 different companies. I got to look at everything, including the app development that I'm building, all my landing pages. Look at every website that I own, every company that I own. I got to look at my sales teams. I got to look at Ariella's team. I got to look at David's stuff. I got to look at all this stuff. I got to look at the ads, the media you're buying. I got to look at the credit cards. I got to look at my bank statements here. Does that make sense? That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Then after I finish that, then I'm going to have some dinner. Okay? Going to order something healthy. I'm not putting bullshit in my body. Maybe a salad, some chicken breasts, some chow mein, right? I'm going to eat that. And I'm going to drink a ton of water and a celery juice today. Then after I'm done, I'm going to talk to my boo for a little bit. FaceTime her, right? Talk with her. Encourage her. See her beautiful smile. Then after I'm done, I'm back on the rant with you. Tonight, midnight. So what are you doing today? But that's not all. Uh-oh. You thought that was it. Because I know right now you're coming team below your actions here. But let's go a little deeper. It's not over. Let's go a little deeper, Wes. You have to take responsibility of your attitudes. Wesley, what do you mean? I know it's some big-headed person out there. Well, what do you mean my attitude, Wes? I'm a pretty happy person. Listen, your attitude is how you view and how you internally feel about your day. So let me explain. Let me give you an example here. This is Wesley Virgin. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning, had a smoothie, and I woke up with a smile on my face. Always. I walked around. I'm not dragging my ass around my penthouse. I am walking around as if I have $1 billion in my bank account. I made my smoothie. When I leave here to go downtown, I have a smile on my face. When I'm in the elevator, smile is on my face. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm purposely giving myself a reason to be excited about the day. That's my attitude. I'm not walking around mugging, upset, got a man look, got a depressed look, an angry face. I'm not thinking about problems. I'm not thinking about issues. I'm not thinking about adversities. I'm thinking about today is going to be the best freaking day of my life. Are you with me here? Write that down, please. Take responsibility of your attitudes. Okay? This is how you begin to take responsibility of your life. Your attitude. Have a better attitude about everything. You hear me? Not just about the positive things. Have a great attitude about what you call negative things. Have a great attitude about your problems. Hello? Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Well, Wesley, how do you have a great attitude about like not having money? I need money to survive. How do I have a great attitude about I'm fat, I'm overweight, I'm sick, I'm ill? Well, how do you expect to get money? How do you expect to get well? How do you expect to have a loving relationship? You know how it happens? I've said it so many times. You have to begin to start confessing what you want with your mouth. I mean, this is logic, folks. If you continue to reiterate your problems over and over again, how hard your life is, you know? That's what a lot of you, oh my God, you know, I love my fans and my followers, but this is what you do. You just keep talking and re-communicating to yourself about all the shit that's taking place in your life. Oh, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And I'm thinking to myself, it's very logical to understand if you continue to talk about what's happening in your life, you're going to get more of that thing. I mean, come on. I mean, you didn't even have to go to college for that, man. If you continue to talk about anything that's less than positive, anything that's negative, of course you're going to get more negativity. What are you talking about? If you keep complaining and bitching and talking about your problems, and I don't care how big or how small your problems are, you're going to get more. Big head, you're going to get more problems. They're coming. Okay? They're coming. You don't need a master's degree for this. You don't need a bachelor's for this. You don't need a high school diploma. Think. This is pure logic. Which means is, if you want successes, if you want to be healed, if you want loving relationships, act like it. Comment the word below. Act like it. I understand. You're feeling bad right now. Oh, Wesley, blah, blah, blah. You want to be rich and successful. Act like you're successful. You fat and overweight. Act like you're skinny and healthy. Do what skinny and healthy people do. Do what successful and phenomenal people do. Just act like it. Pretend. You get it? This is how it works. Okay? And I know that sounds very trivial and simplistic, but that's how it works. You just act like the person you want to be. Because many of you are acting like a person right now. Some of you are acting like life is over. Some of you are acting like your problem is so big that you don't know what you're going to do. Some of you are acting depressed. You know, a person has to act depressed, which means they have to do certain things with their body to be in a depressed state. They have to put the head down, shoulders down, look at the ground, and drag their feet and talk like this. I don't know, just, my life is going, I don't know how I'm going to be, I don't know, where. That's how they're acting that way. They're actors. Many of you, you're like A+ actors. You're acting that way. Do you understand? That's just an act. Okay? You're acting that way. Laying on the bed all day, not getting up in the morning, hitting the snooze every second. Snooze, 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 snooze. Get your ass up and go to work. What you hitting the snooze for? 2 more minutes of sleep. What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for your quality of life? Nothing. Okay? Before I close here this morning, let me know in the comment section below if you got value here. I want you to realize that God has nothing to do with what you're going through in your life at all, period. And if you continue to think that God has something to do with that's going on, like if you continue to think that God is strategically putting barriers in front of you, you're stupid. You're just insane. That's just dumb. Okay? God is not sitting in the sky, sitting wherever he's sitting, and say, you know what, let me just fuck up her life today. Let me fuck Wesley's life up today. Let me cause more pain in his life. Let me cause more pain in this person's life. But let me put this person through a little bit more because I don't think they learned their lesson. That's bullshit. That's stupid. That's a person that doesn't realize that their actions, their behaviors, their attitudes is a accumulation of your reality. It's an accumulation of your results. Let me say that again. Let me say it slower for some of y'all slow people here. Your attitudes, your behaviors, your habits, okay? These three things, they are an accumulation of what is called your outcomes in your life. It's you. It's what you're doing. Okay? If someone takes your house, you get evicted, it's because you didn't pay the bill. If your car breaks down, it's because, well, the car just broke down because it had a problem with the car. Okay? If your children are acting up in school and they just are disorderly people, it's your fault, parents. Yeah, it's all your fault. If your kid is continually acting up in school, it's your fault. Don't blame them. I'm like, well, you can't get yourself together. It's you. You're the problem. Because you are a direct reflection of your children. Period. Okay? Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So I want you to begin to stop asking questions to millionaires and billionaires and people that you think are rich, the people that you see driving the car of your dreams, the people that see you living in the house that you want to live in. Stop asking, oh, what do I do to be successful? Well, what do I do to get like you? Shut up. Stop saying that shit. Stop it. Because you know what you got to do. You just don't want to do it. Does that make sense? Just be honest. You don't want to do what we do to create the life that we have. You don't want to do it. Just be honest with yourself. Stop asking stupid, mundane questions to successful people. What do you do? Well, how do you do it? Can I get in it? That's dumb. That's stupid. That's idiotic. Stop it. What do I need to do it? You know what you need to do. Stop going to the club. Stop going to the bar. Stop smoking so much. Stop having a bad attitude. Stop debilitating behavior. Dump your girlfriend. Dump your boyfriend. Eradicate negative people in your life. Isolate yourself from the world. Stop dealing with the bullshit. Stop being a part of the masses. Stop dealing with and stop being a part of social conformity. You know. You know what you got to do. You see a guy or girl that has the body that you want. How did you get that body? What is your diet? What do you do in the gym? What are you talking about? You know what you got to do. There's no secrets. I'm going to tell you this. Listen, I don't care how many internet videos that you watch that says, here's the secret to this. Here's the secret to this. Listen, hey, come here. Bring your face to the phone for a second. Excuse my language, but there's no fucking secret. But we will. I'm a marketer, so I will say it is a secret because I'm a marketer. It is what it is. Okay? It works. But I'm here to tell you, and you can use this video and what I say in the future. There's no fucking secret to becoming a high-performance, successful person. None. There's no shortcuts. There's no easy ways. I don't care what you hear and what you read. It's not. It's not. You can keep looking for it for the rest of your life. It's not. Okay, you hear me? It's not. So instead of trying to find a lottery ticket, finding the right lottery ticket that's going to make you millions and millions of dollars, just go do the work. You know, some people spend their entire life, 20, 30 years buying lottery tickets, never win nothing. And they could have spent their 10 to 20 years actually working every single day on the development of their skill. Damn. Some of you have just been looking for that secret every day. The secret to this, the secret to this, the one book for this, the one book to change your life. Like you've been doing it for 10 years. Because you're hoping to God that, you know, you're going to hit the numbers. You're not going to win the lottery, folks. None of you are going to win the lottery. It's not going to happen. None of you are going to have an accidental success. You're not going to make an accidental $1 million. It's not going to happen, to let you know. So stop and just get to work. Do what's necessary. Everybody knows. There's too many videos, too many books on the planet, too many people that's talking about the same stuff that I'm talking about, that's giving you the same type of advice. Just go out there and do it. Okay? That's it. The only time you need to listen to this information to reiterate and to reinforce the new beliefs that you are implementing in your life. That's it. Okay? I love you. If you got value, can you do me a favor and share this video out to somebody else? Tag this and hit the love button. And comment the word, I got value. All I wanted you to understand, this is not a sermon here on Sunday, but I want you to realize God is not putting you through anything at all. It's all you. You're putting yourself through that miserable thing you call your life. That is you. You're putting yourself through the struggle, the stress that you're feeling. That's you. The anxiety that you feel that you can't get, it's you. It's all you. If you're broke, you're average, you're sick, you're tired, it's you. It's all you. Every single day of your life, you are a creator of yourself. And many of you are destroying yourselves. You are purposely weakening yourself. And it's you. What you say, how you think, how you feel, and the actions that you're taking or not taking here. If you got value, comment the word value below. If today, I want you to make me a promise. And please don't let me down. I want you to make me a promise that today you're going to be very aware of what you do. You're going to be aware of your actions. You're going to be aware of your thoughts. You're going to be aware of who you talk to. You're going to be aware of what you watch on social media. You're going to be aware of the things that you watch on TV. You're going to be aware of who you communicate with. You're going to be aware of your attitudes, your behavior. Make me that promise today. And for the first time in your life, you're going to purposely plan out your day that's going to be productive to the future that you want. Please make that promise to me. That today, whatever day it is, it doesn't matter where you live, what country, province, city, state on this planet. I want you today, wherever you are, you could be at work, in your car, in bed like me, on your couch, on the street, on an air mattress, doesn't matter. Today, I want you to purposely, once I end this call, to think strategically about the attitude that you're going to have today, the actions that you're going to take, the behavior that you're going to employ today that's going to be productive. You hear me? That's going to be productive towards the building blocks of the person that you want to become. Can I get a promise, please? Just comment below, I promise. And I want you to do this now, today. I don't want you to wait. I don't care where you are. If you're at work, go to the bathroom. If you're at church, leave church, go to your car and do it now. Okay? If you're at the bar right now, at the club, leave. Just go do it right now. I want you to list out what actions are you going to take today. I want you to list out what behavior, what attitude am I going to choose to have today with everybody that I come in contact with. Even the people that you hate, the people that you can't stand, the people that annoy you. I want you to write that down. Okay? I love you so much. I love all of you. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Remember, you can always listen to this podcast on Spotify. Type in Wesley $1 Billion Virgin Podcast, or Apple Podcast, Wesley $1 Billion Virgin. And you'll be able to get all access to this for free to begin to condition your mind. Remember, at the end of the day, I'm just a young black self-made millionaire who changed his life. And when I changed my life, I changed my outcome. And that's what I want for you. And I understand that everybody's not going to be rich and successful. Everybody's not going to be phenomenal, extraordinary people. But my desire is this: the ones that want it, the ones that want to take care of their family, the ones that want to be happier most of their day. The people that want to be happy 90% of their day, 90% of their lives. Well, this message is for you. The people that are realizing that it's time to take responsibility. It's time to stop blaming anybody. And it's time to begin to design your destiny. Because why? Write this down. In life, we don't get what we want out of life. We get what we picture. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin, and let's